Well, hello friends. It's been maybe nearly a week since we put the grass clippings on, and it's still nice and shady in this area, so we still have some tidy up to do. So let's go have a look. Right, here's all our grass clippings. They have turned brown. This little guy's super happy. So, yep. It's been raining, they're starting to break down. We've got some mycelium, that white stuff. Oh no! Oh, it's stood in dog poo. Okay, yes, we need to cut that little tuft down again. We're going to chop all this down, tidy up in there. We're going to put a heap of stuff down here. We're going to get rid of those grass tufts. So I want to work on that stuff today, and then we've got to buy some wood chips, and we will scrape all this up, put it into buckets because it's now really nice soil. I shouldn't do this too much with my fingers because I'll get an infection. Let me go get my little scrapey thing. Okay, I'm back. I like to use this is just a little kids tool that my mum got for our kids, and so I like to just scrape up all this loose stuff where the wood chip was. And so we get this beautiful soil that's been breaking down. So we're going to scrape all that up. See, look at that. That's not the clay. So I just scrape down to the clay. Scrape all that up. We'll put it in a bucket because we've already got this down. So when we do go to plant, we will dig holes in the mulch, and then you'll put, a scoop of this in there, and then you plant into that. But we'll get it into buckets ready, and yeah, then I'll get some bags of wood chip and we'll put fresh wood chip down. So yeah, we just scrape all the way until we get to the clay, which is about, so that's still nice and crumbly, about there. You can see that's quite compacted now. So yeah, you see we'll get quite a bit. And then, look how nice that is. Look at all that. You don't notice it's there till you scrape it all up. And then we'll sweep all this. And maybe even put wood chips down here as well, but not right up against the house. So these are just some wood chips that I scraped off the top when it was raining. So any complete wood chips we would keep, but most of this is broken down now. So it's been there for about a year. So it's time to put some fresh stuff down, and then we'll be just about ready to plant. Okay, so we got two 15-litre buckets from the one aisle. This is how it looks. And then on the end is where I put most of the wood chip. So we got like a whole bucket just out of this little section, and I just made a little mud pie on the side. So this is nice soil now, but we know to stop scraping. That's a bit of the old cardboard that I put down, some sticky tape, but I stopped scraping when it turns kind of grey. And I was just kneeling on this mat, folded in half. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like to put this little bit of wood chip down that I've got. And Dave dug a hole there. And we do about 1 inch to 2 inches. But yeah, we'll have to buy some more. So I can see the difference between the two aisles. This had a lot of wood chip in it, so we should get 3 or 4 buckets out of it. Well, this has some water in it too. So I'm gonna dump it out, and then we'll yeah, this wood chip hasn't really broken down. That's a little bit. Yeah, about that thick. About 1 inch. Here comes Dave. You better not roll in it, Dave. Dave, out. Out. Okay, I changed my mind. because it has broken down a little bit, I just spread it thinly and we'll put the fresh stuff on top. But as the season goes by, that absorbs all the water, breaks down, and then we can scrape it up again. So that's one aisle done. Alright, I'm about to go back out in the garden. I want to show you my bucket full of the seed heads that we got when we cleaned up. And I'm just sorting them. These are zinnias and putting them into this jar. So I already had some that I had put away in the jar. I think they're orange and pink ones. And so here's a seed head. And you just pull these bits off. 1 second. Okay, I've got a stand. So here's the seed head. You just yank these out. And then here is the seeds. You hold the seeds. And then you snap that off. And then we've got just the seed. Okay, so we'll just do that again. There's a couple more. Pull it out. Here's the seeds. These little arrow looking things. And pop them in the jar. I just put a bit of paper towel down there to keep away any moisture. This bucket actually got wet outside and then it dried out again. So we're very lucky. And then I brought it inside. Do one more. Ooh, so cool, isn't it? Pull them off. Couple there. Okay, this is what I got from Bunnings. The wood chip I use is cypress mulch, termite resistant, and it's got the worms on there, and it breaks down really quick. So we'll be putting that in the aisles. And then we got softscape mulch, which I'm going to put on the edges because I think that's not going to break down super quick. We won't put it up against the house though, but yeah, we'll put it all around there. And then I thought with this stuff, because this is still like a little bit, it hasn't got clay in it, it might have a little bit that's come up, but it's still quite heavy and wet. So we're going to make some good old Mel's mix. Just got super bright when I decided I would talk to you. So Mel's mix is from Square Foot Gardening. Mel is the guy who started Square Foot Gardening. I'll put some pictures and his actual full name. And so I do no dig with the square foot spacing. So we're going to make some Mel's mix. So for that we needed, he reckons 1/3 peat moss, 1/3 vermiculite, and we're going to do 1/3 compost, which is what we got out of the aisles here. And I mix it in these 2 buckets. So I'm actually going to do half a bag in each bucket. So that's, you know, 1, 2. And then I'm going to use the bag, fill it halfway, and that'll be the 3rd. So we'll get 2 buckets worth, and then we're going to plant some seeds. But first, we're going to do this. I also got gutter guard. It's here. This is what I get. I get the 8 meter. You can get a smaller one, which is $12, but this one is $15. And it does like 2 of these beds, like 2 of these. So we're going to fix up the bottom of that and the bottom of that and maybe the bottom here too. So we put that on nice and thick. Come all the way down to where this black plastic is. And around the corner here, because I get weeds in there. It's taken most of the back. All the way down here. You see it's nice and thick, about an inch. But I've just pulled away here because we're going to put the gutter guard on. And I bought some more of these little pegs so I can peg it all together. Here are the pegs I get. They're just weed mat pegs. They're pretty expensive, but they last you for ages and you can use them over and over. So as I do this side of the garden bed, I carve out a space for the gutter guard with my little tool, and yeah, just carve all that material out so that the gutter guard lays down nicely and pin it all into place. Then I take that material and I put it back onto the garden bed to really shape and push out the gutter guard. Okay, this is what we've got. We're going to put some pins in there where it's sagging forward. Put all that little bit in the aisle. You see how that just makes beautiful soil. Okay, and then we pop it back on top of the beds. So I made it like a little square shape, and then we've scraped around here too. We're going to get all that off, and we'll put that really fine playground bark down. I should have gloves on. So yeah, we'll do this one as well, and then I'll come back. Alright, change your plans. Change your plans. We're gonna make our Mel's mix next. So 1/3 of everything. Okay, this is what you end up with. You gotta mix it. I haven't mixed that one. You gotta mix it really thoroughly, but it's really soft and squishy, and seedlings love it. So I'm gonna fill up some seed trays. Ew. So here is the final look around of what we got done. We got mulch done in one, plus a little bit aisles. We got the fine mulch down, which looks really good. We got some seed trays filled, and I need to find my seeds that I want to put in there. We want to do some purple snow peas, and we're going to do an epic zinnia garden. Here's what we have left of what we got out of the aisles, and a tiny bit of Mel's mix left. That's looking good. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. And check out these other videos.